Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to fix your Mityvac extractor, fluid extractor. These things are awesome, except they don't seem to last very good. So I've already repaired this one, but I'm going to go through it with you guys and show you how I did it. This one wasn't pumping, so no matter what I did here, it had no suction. I tried lubing it here, putting some silicone spray in there. It just wouldn't pump up at all anymore, no matter what I did. So I was on the verge of throwing it out, so I thought I'll take it apart and see what's going on. Step one to take it apart is remove these Phillips screws. So a pair of pliers, screwdriver, whatever. Blast these things out. All right, we'll take out the rest of these screws here. Okay, once we got the screws and stuff out of the way, this will just pop off. This is what you get inside. Now my initial thought was maybe the O-ring for the plunger wasn't very good. So you got to take this tube off here. Mine had some, I don't know, looked like some glue to prevent it from unthreading, but this just unthreads. Grab a hold of that somehow. All right, so now that we pulled this apart, I've grabbed a soft oil filter wrench. We need to unthread this from the plastic top here. Mine had a little bit of glue on it originally. So oil filter wrench, you don't want to damage this aluminum tube at all. So hang on to that oil filter wrench. It just unthreads. Initially, I was able to take mine apart by hand without a belt tool like that. So you just unthread that. This just pulls straight out. Now originally I thought this was the O-ring was going to be the problem, so I went ahead and changed out the O-ring. The O-ring I used was size number 224, 1 3/4. Outside diameter was 2 inch. The thickness was 1/8. I put a new O-ring on there. I put some Vaseline on here. Vaseline won't interfere with the rubber, so I coated it in Vaseline. You could probably use a little bit of transmission fluid if you want. So I went ahead, put a new O-ring in there, and threaded that back together, and it didn't work. So the O-ring that was on there had flat edges on it, so I thought it wasn't making a seal. But what the problem was is on the bottom here, this here is a rubber, just a rubber check valve actually, or a rubber washer. So you got to undo these two nuts here, 13 mil and 14 mil wrench. So grab the two and undo the jam nut like this. This will thread off the bottom. Now you're left with this one. This also had some glue on it. So unthread that one. Remove the washer and this little guy here. So originally, when I had mine apart, this one was this way and this was hanging down. And it wasn't making a seal when it was pumping. The one-way, basically it wasn't, the one-way check valve wasn't activating. So all I did was I removed this, I flipped it over, I put the washer back on. I thread the first nut down. Now the first nut, you don't want to over tighten it, because if you over tighten it, it deforms the shape of this rubber washer here. So basically you just need to put it down finger tight so that this sits flat against here. If you can't get this to sit flat on here, you might have to come up with a new rubber washer, maybe make it out of a piece of inner tube or something. Then you go ahead and you put your jam nut back on this one. So it just threads on the end here. And you want to just jam these two together without tightening up against that rubber flat washer there. So that's all it is this deforms the one-way check valve in here and it won't make a seal and it won't pump up for you. So you can go ahead and put that back together, put some Vaseline on there, transmission fluid, slide her in, thread her back on. Mount that back into the container. All right, go ahead, tighten the bolts up, and that's how easy it is to fix one of these. Save yourself 100 and some odd bucks. You don't have to buy a new one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.